Hey, we all know how we're gonna die, baby. We're gonna crash and burn.
Alright guys, welcome back. This week I'm going to be showing a purchase I made through Verotik Comics, through their eBay store, and a couple local shops. I picked up some items. Some of the items I picked up a little while back, and the Spawn titles I picked up like last week. But the first thing, the eBay purchase I made, I've been looking for this issue for like the longest time. Have it on my saved eBay whatever search or whatever, and so every time it pops up, it goes on, pops up on the phone, you know, saying it's available. So I missed it the last like 5 or 6 times. So I was finally on the phone at the right time. It popped up. I was like, I couldn't hit buy it now fast enough. So the title, the book is Satanica, the anniversary issue 666. Is it issue 18? I guess it's, but put that right there. Let's see, maybe back up just a tad so you get the whole title. Like I said, so this title goes pretty fast once it gets put on their eBay page. It goes for a little bit more, but I think it's the price is what I paid for it is the real price for it. There's people like doing some pie in the sky stuff. You know, you can list anything you want on eBay for any price, but it doesn't mean it's going to sell. So I picked this up for $15, and I believe it was $6 shipping. So normal shipping prices. Like I said, it's packaged well, it gets here fast. I think I ordered it on probably like Tuesday night, or possibly Wednesday, and it got here by Friday. So that's how fast, and it comes all the way from Los Angeles, California. So, but yeah, to finally get this book in my collection, it was one of the books that was like sort of dodging me. And of course, it's a Dave Stevens cover. So even I got the blank version of this book, and so there's 2 different covers, I believe, and one's a blank and one's this cover, obviously. So I got both of them now. That part of the collection is complete. But Simon Bisley did some of the artwork in here, so we can take a quick look. I don't like showing too much of it. First of all, you know, I support, you know, I'm not, you know, trying to show too much either. But a lot of times I can't show a lot because these books aren't made for the YouTube audience. But I'll just show you the first page there. You can see a little bit of the artwork. That's some Simon Bisley for you. Like Big Elbow says, nobody beats the biz. Here's the back cover. But yeah, it took me a while to get this for the price I wanted to get it at. The other thing is too, I'd rather, you know, support the publisher that I'm a fan of by just paying them directly. I don't want to go, you know, pay 3 different people, you know. And plus, I think the ones that are really higher priced on there on eBay, it's CDC'd, and like I said, I'm not sure if they even sell at that price because I looked it up, and like the last like maybe 4 or 5 copies of this all sold through their store, so for $15. So I think people, as soon as they saw Dave Stevens cover, now that's jacked the price up on these. And you know, granted, Dave Stevens is the one of the best, one of the greatest of all times, but you know, I'm pretty cheap. No, but seriously, yeah, well worth the money. Yeah, a lot of times I see I watch a lot of different channels here and there. I don't get to watch as much YouTube as I'd like to, as far as comic book stuff goes. So when I do get a chance to like watch different channels other than channels I subscribe to all the time, you know, it never fails. Some guys on there like saying, hey, remember last summer when Dave Stevens was hot? Well, newsflash, there was never a time when Dave Stevens covers or artwork was never hot. He's just he's been one of my favorites for the longest time. So I think I'm going on like, the 7th or 8th cycle of Dave Stevens being, his artwork being hot, you know what I mean? But yeah, again, glad to have this in my collection. Glad I can get it through Verotik Comics. Glad I can put this one to rest. There's a few other titles I want to pick up, or a few other books that I'm really on the hunt for. And there's one more Dave Stevens cover that I need. Is it Black Angel? So if you ever, you can probably Google that one. These ones, these next 3 I picked up at it was a 50% off sale. This was a little while ago. I picked up with a bunch of Justice League books, but I'll show those at another time. This is Action Comics issue 339 with a Brainiac appearance. Yeah, I collect Silver Age Superman, Silver Age Flash, and Silver Age Green Lantern. So this was a no-brainer for, I think I paid $2 for it. So you can't pass that up, especially with some main villains in it. So I collect basically Superman, the solo title, or whatever you want to call it. But Action Comics, I always pick up anything that has like some of the major villains in it. I always pick it up. So speaking of that, and speaking of major villains, this is probably my oldest issue of Superman right now, and it's Superman issue number 149. Of course, with Lex Luthor on the cover. I think this is the original death of Superman. The comic collector needs to get that one for his Death of Superman collection. But yeah, just a classic Superman. Nothing beats Superman from that time period. Just the Silver Age stuff, it's just so good. Same with the Golden Age. Matter of fact, I should I'll do another video about that later. But I got a nice book that copied all the not copied, but printed all the early like 40s newspaper comics. So I'll show that another time. I got a steal on that one. But yeah, I'm glad to have this in my collection. Next up, another one I'm super happy to get in my collection. Picked this up for, I think it was, I'm going to say it was like $5. I'm not sure exactly what issue it is. But these gold keys, man, I never know what the hell. I forgot. Let me just open it up. Somebody tell me how to read these gold key, what issue it is. Okay, it's number 11, so put that right there. Put it back in a bag. So, of course, issue number 11. I don't know why I put it back in. I should show you a little bit into the inside. But here's the back cover. Just love this show, especially when I was a kid. There you go. It's that classic cartoon comic. But yeah, I just loved this show when I was a kid. So glad to have a copy of the stuff from the did this come out like 1960 67? So of course I watched it in reruns. I wasn't around when the original was originally airing. But yeah, just another thing to get in my collection. I might, start trying to piece together these. I'm not 100% sure. I think I have another issue of this, but I only want the gold key stuff. I'm not interested in any of the recent reprints or anything like that. I think I bought one of the more recent issues, but I just love that stuff from this time era. So yeah, those were all like 50% off, so pretty decent deal. Like I said, I got a stack about Justice League of America, like the Silver Age stuff I'll be showing. Maybe I'll show it next video, who knows. But as you guys know, I've been piecing together Spawn. And my shop I get my pull list from has bundles of books, or runs of books I should say, sets, and it was like 75% off. He was having a sale, so I picked these up. Some of them already have, so I might just if they're open for trade, but it was basically Spawn issue 302 through, is it 307 or 308? I can't remember. 307. So yeah, basically, what is that, 6 issues? Yeah. So starting with 302, I don't have this cover, so I definitely wanted to pick it up because it's a McFarlane cover. It's the first full appearance of She-Spawn. I think I showed earlier, a couple videos back, I guess the first cover appearance, but this might be the first cover appearance of this, because this version of She-Spawn that we all know and love nowadays. Yeah, she's got the uniform on, so. But yeah, paying a really decent price for it. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Yeah, so I was super happy. I saw this on the front. I was like, yes, I'm just buying it for that book alone. But there's a couple others I needed in here. So Spawn issue 309. Or 309, geez. 303. So those that follow this channel know I'm not the biggest Mattina fan. I even have in my shop, if he does a cover of Spawn or anything like that, make sure I get the other one. So, and that's if it goes through any of them. Not going to go into reasons why or anything. I just will leave it as just not my cup of tea. But there's a few Mattina covers in here. So, and I didn't own this, or I owned it. I already have this one. Yeah, I have this one already, I believe. So that was like a double. I didn't own this one. This is issue 304. This is one that I did need, because I do have issue 305, but it's the black and white cover, and it's not a cool black and white cover either. It's almost like coloring book look to it, like I should be breaking out the old Crayolas and coloring it in or something like that. So it's not like a cool black or sketch cover or whatever you want to call those, ink covers, whatever. Just not one of my favorite covers. So I definitely was happy to get this, even though it's a cover by said artist. I own this one right here. This is another Mattina cover, of course. This is issue number 306. I don't own this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. I already got the cover that I want for 306, and I don't need 15 different covers of each issue. So basically, what I do is I pick out the cover that I like the best and just keep it. I got like a stack of Spawn books that I'm gonna be, you know, for trade or anything like that. But you know, stuff that I'm trading for stuff that I need. I don't, you know, I'm not gonna try to trade for yeah, random stuff or anything like that. I'm very strict this year for my purchases. It's got to be stuff that's for my my runs. Occasionally I'll buy like a book like the Munsters that I'm not really you know, trying to get the whole set of as of yet. But like Superman filling holes, you know what I mean? Spawn filling holes, Verotik filling holes. I can't use it as a title because I already used filling holes about 2 years ago, I think it was. Can't even use that for a title. But like I said, somebody wants a trade or anything like that, just let me know. I got like a couple other Spawn books that I'm trying to get out of my collection to hopefully, you know, move on to get some more of the, basically the holes I need to fill. So last book that was in that run there was Spawn issue 307, and I already have this one, so this will be another one if somebody needs it. Definitely want to, you know, get it to somebody that needs it, or you know, trade for something that I need. So, but yeah, some of these early 300 Spawn books, because as soon as like 300 hit, it was and you know, a lot of people were jumped on the first like 298, 299 because it reprinted or homaged basically Amazing Spider-Man 298 and 299 with those covers. Then yeah, of course 300 you had to have the black Spider-Man suit, you know, iconic 300 Amazing Spider-Man 300 cover. So, but after that, it's like as soon as it's got around like 317, you could tell people started dropping off a lot in the shops because it, you know, went from having a lot of issues. So some of these issues are not really that rare in the early 300s, but as it's been going along, I'm sure shops have been definitely cutting down a lot. So we have no idea how many they've had printed or anything like that. So all right, guys, thanks for watching. Definitely coming along here with my collection. If I end up selling these or anything like, or not selling these, but trading these, I'll let you know about the trade details or something. But till then, they'll be sitting in a box and and probably forgotten about until, you know, I read the old but yeah, I mean, that's a sick cover. I mean, yeah, you can pick that up, man. Oh yeah, this also has the our comeback will be bigger than ever. Is that what it says? I can't. Then our setback. So this is coming out of COVID era. So basically, what, 2022 when they came back. I think it was from Diamond. So this was the big comeback issue, if I remember right. Because before this, issue 306 had the Gunslinger Spawn on the cover that McFarlane did, and that book goes for a pretty nice penny. I mean, it's a cool book. But all right, guys, I appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you next time.